Well, hi guys, it's George from Cyprus Insight. Today we're doing something different. We are in Layer Village Craft Nature Retreat. Fantastic place, guys. Ideal for an afternoon, a morning, birthday parties, loads and loads of different events. And just yourself or just the pair of you, whatever you fancy. Come down, guys, look up the videos, lots and lots of crafts to enjoy. So we've done our crafts, we've made some amazing pots. This is Pete in his pickup truck, and we are going to go on the mystery tour. He hasn't told me where we're going. There's his lovely pickup truck. There we are. Oh, I like the seat covers, Pete.
Brand new, mate.
Oh, brand new. They're excellent. Oh, we've got some grass here. Yeah. That's a good idea. I like that idea, Pete.
Makes you feel at home.
Very, very good idea. Right, it's a mystery tour. Now, as I said, we've done the video of making some pots. You also do bee houses. Yep, and bee hotels. Look out for our previous video here, guys, but today it's a mystery tour. A bit of a mystery, isn't it, guys? Right, we're in the truck. Do we need a truck to go here? Is it a bit rough and hicklety-picklety?
If you've got loose fillets or dentures, they will come out.
Oh right, so it's a little bit hicklety-picklety, guys. Gotta be careful. So we're still in Layer Village, guys, and we're going down the main road if anyone's interested, and we're going to turn right in a minute, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we turned right out the craft fair.
I don't know if you know, but sometimes they start the rallies off from here down to Calavassor. You know the sports saloon cars?
Yep. Now let's have a look at the sign. There we are, a geo site. It says number 28 geo site. They're so far you could actually get a car up here, couldn't you? Just about. There we are, but you have to go very slow. So far we're doing quite well. It's just a normal road. Well, I say normal, it's going round. But we have got tarmac, haven't we? We've got a hicklety-picklety road, but it's still tarmac. And we are going right up the top of the hill. I suspect we're going to get some amazing views.
Coming up to the village now.
We're coming up to what village now? Oh, a mystery village. Oh wow, look at those old trees. Beautiful old olive trees everywhere. Looks absolutely amazing. Uh-oh, really is hicklety-picklety now. So we've got a dirt road. Oh no. Wow. Wow, it looks amazing. Something's coming up, guys. Looks like an old house or something. Another old house over there on the left. Whoa, look at this. Oh, wow. Look at this, guys. We are in an abandoned village. The only residents are the goats.
And one shepherd.
And one shepherd.
Tassel.
Wow, guys. So what's this village called?
PARSATA.
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 It's an abandoned village, guys. We're going to go down there. We're going to have a look round the abandoned houses. They're all stone houses. There's the little goats.
I brought some hay along.
Oh, you got some hay?
Just in case they wanted to have a bit of feed.
Yeah.
Hopefully they will eat this, but
yeah.
I'm not sure.
There you go.
You know the olive tree you saw back then?
Yep.
This is where it all comes up here.
Right.
And I strip it all back. There you go.
There you go. Oh, they're beautiful. Hello. Hello. You're lovely, aren't you? Oh, I'm the prettiest. No, well, not necessarily. I know you're pretty,
There you go, little.
but you're lovely too. Yes, I'm quite lovely. Bring some over here. I'll have some. Delish. Very delish.
Bit dry, but...
Oh yes, a little bit dry, but we've got some water over there. Oh, I'm prettiest. I know. Aren't they lovely? So, look at this, guys. An abandoned village. All the houses are made of stone. We haven't got the traditional mud brick. We've got all stone. So therefore there must be a quarry somewhere. And I do believe it's at the far end. Can you see that? The hillside at the far end. That's probably the quarry. So there's lots and lots of stone around, guys. And if you have a look round, look. Stone everywhere. Look, some stone that's been taken away. It's been piled up, reused. Now the population of this village used to work in the copper mine just down the valley, and of course when the copper mine closed down they all went elsewhere. Look at all this stone everywhere. Look, all from the houses. Right, where are we going now, Pete?
I'll take you to the edge.
Okay.
You're going to see
It's a bit hicklety-picklety on these stones, so be careful.
We could have walked round there.
I'll tell you what, Pete, if you wanted to build a house here, you've got all the building materials scattered everywhere, haven't you? Wow. Oh, it's taking my breath away. That's unbelievable. Is that a dam down there?
That's the Calavassor Dam.
Wow.
You can see where the water's edge is there in blue. It used to be right up to the top. It just shows you how low it is.
It is quite low this year.
Yeah.
So be careful of the water, guys. If you are visiting Cyprus, just don't splash it too far. Have your shower, because we are losing lots of water this year. We didn't have lots of rainfall in the winter. So let's go and have a look here, right on the edge. Look at this. Now this is what Cyprus is all about.
You got it? Yeah.
This is what it's all about, guys. We love our beaches, beautiful hotels, amazing food, but this is what it's all about.
Where people don't get to see.
Yes. Come down here and we'll go right to the edge of the hillside, and then we could see the dam. And then hopefully we'll be doing some urban exploring. In fact, we can see Ziggy, I do believe.
To the left over there, yeah.
There we are, that's Ziggy.
That's Ziggy.
We can't see the highway from here, we're too far away, but that highway will be down there. And of course, there's the dam.
Yeah. Generally, you see the little bit of water here, what you can see, the little triangle bit.
Yes.
We see the island there.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, you can't see that.
Right, wow. So the island is exposed.
Yeah.
More than exposed.
Yeah, because it's generally, there's the dam there, the top edge, and the water's generally up to the top there. But it just shows you how many cubic metres is millions of tons of cubic metres of water. It's just evaporating there at the moment.
So guys, if you fancy coming up here, if you've hired a car, the highway's down there. If you're going down the highway, look out for the sign for the B1. The B1 will bring you right up here, guys. The main road's at the far end. It'll bring you right up here, and then look out for the brown post. Look out for geosite, guys. Let's continue on round the village. We've fed the goats, and we'll go into a couple of the houses.
Here to the top end of the dam.
Yep.
That's where all the copper mines are, down there.
Right.
And generally, what happened was a lot of the miners used to walk back to here, because this is where they lived. Also the miners, the construction side of it, the engineers and whatnot used to come back up here. Once that was finished, with the copper and obviously the dam, there was nothing up here for them to do.
Right.
That's why the village is abandoned.
Wow.
Right.
Amazing. Right, so we're going to make our way down towards the abandoned houses. Looking forward to this bit. Look at these stones, guys. Can you see? Taken out the quarry. Quite flat there. Ideal for building. I think all these stones were used once for building. And then the house probably fell down. It's probably around here where the goats are. It's all fallen down, and then they've put it on the floor, made this higgledy-piggledy floor with it, which is a good idea, isn't it, guys? Quite nice idea, I think. Right, now we have got a restored church here, guys. This is the original church that's been restored, and hopefully we can get in there. Right, let's see if we can get in. It looks quite modern, actually. I'm sure it's restored. Let's go down. Got the original door. I think it's the original door. No hole on the top. I wonder if this church is not that old. Let's go and have a look inside. Yeah, it's very modern, guys. I say modern. 1970s, 1960 perhaps. So there you are. This is a mystery, isn't it, guys? Because I do believe the village is a lot older. One moment. These walls are very, very thick. There we are. Look how thick that wall is. I think it's been restored throughout the years. They've slowly restored it, and then... Oh, we've got a date. Whoa. I don't think that's the original date. It says 1975. Now, I have put the decor at that sort of age. I said 60s, perhaps 70s. Look at that ceiling. But I don't put the building at 1975. I really don't, guys. It's too thick. The walls are too thick for that. Doors, yes. The ceiling, yes. Definitely 1975. We could see that pegboard being put up, but that's covering up something else. Definitely. Let's go and have a look around here, see if we can discover more. Got plaster work. Shame that pegboard's covering up something. Maybe the beams. And that'll tell us more information. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Right, Pete, what we do is you'll guide me round the houses, because there's quite a few. I do want to see houses that are near enough complete, and what I would like to see, if there is any, I'd like to see something inside. Perhaps a house that's got a roof. Is there any houses that got roofs? I've noticed this one. Is this the shepherd's house? I went over there. Is this the shepherd's house, by the way?
They turned this into a little coffee shop for all the, you know, the hunters. They come up.
Oh, I see. And as we go round, we will go at the far end of this little hut. It's more like a hunting lodge, isn't it? Someone's converted one into a hunting lodge. When they come down here, guys, they can have their coffee and a barbecue, perhaps. Right, we'll go to the far end of the village and then work our way down. That's got a roof, isn't it?
Well, this one has. I'll give you some information on this one. When that film crew were here, they had
what film crew, Pete? Was there a film crew here?
From Greece. They replicated the whole village scene, dressed up, the food, the people. And apparently this one on the corner was the Mukhtar's house.
Right.
I drove through here because I'm still in contact with one of the guys who are here doing the filming. And as I drove past here and went around that way, see where that carob bush is? Tree?
Yep.
Well, just at the side there was a huge platform.
That would have been the what they call Mugdari's house, you're saying. Yeah. And then on the far end we've got a carob stick tree. And what did you discover there?
At the side of it, what they replicated, there was a huge platform with big beams and one going across, and they had 4 nooses coming down to hang people. Whatever year that was, I don't know.
Let's go. Right, so where first? No, that hasn't got a roof on it, has it? Yeah. And I want to see some original doors like that one. Oh, I want to see that house. So here we are. We're going to go into this particular house so we can see the stones, all stone right to the bottom. We have got some render on this. There we are. Some of them haven't got the render, some of them have. There's an old nail there. By the way, have you noticed a few red bricks there, or stones? Not sure where they've come from, but if you do see some bricks within stone houses, guys, those bricks would have been made when the British were here. Right, so we've got an original door. Yeah, it really is the original door, guys. We've got handmade nails. There they are. It looks like we might have the lock. We'll have a look there. Let's have a look at the top, see if we can find the little hole. It's quite worn out now, unfortunately.
It's like the beam.
No, the beam is gone. Yeah, it looks like it's gone there, Pete. That's a shame, because the beam would have come across here. Or should I say the door surround would have come here, you see. Now the top of the door surround is missing, and that's where the hole would have been to give us access into the property. We've got handmade hinges. There's a hinge there, there's one there, there it is. All right, let's go inside. Oh, it's furniture there. Original door. Now these nails are not handmade, they would have been done after. So if we go inside, we can see someone has been using it for storage at one time or another. Oh, have you got your phone with you?
No.
No, that's unfortunate, guys, because we've got a bit of a treasure chest in here. There are arcade games being stored in here. These were been from the 1980s. So somebody obviously down the seafront, maybe in Ziggy or something like that, had an arcade, and they needed to store them somewhere, and they put them here. They're definitely from the 1980s. In fact, I remember seeing these. That's probably Pac-Man in the back of that. Well, I didn't expect this. Arcade games. There we are. That one's got video game on it. Let me show you this one, guys. Just turn it around. There we are. Told you it was Pac-Man, didn't I? Look, Pac-Land. There it is. All in the original condition. Oops, sorry. You see, look at that conveniently located old chair there. Now let me show you this, guys. Let me show you this. Look, have you noticed that? There's the original hooks. There's one here, look, embedded into the wall. Very cleverly done. Now this here would have been for shelves. That would have been built into the wall, that piece of wood. Same with that one over there, and a shelf put up. In fact, there's a shelf there. There it is. That up there, Pete, would have been a beam.
What, this one?
Yeah, that would have been a beam. That possibly would have been an entrance that's been boarded up. Now,
like a doorway.
Before the camera went a bit haywire, look at this, Pete. Look at this ceiling. What do you think they are? I'll only give you one guess. They're old oil barrels. You look confused. So these are old oil barrels that have been
cut and squashed out, flattened out.
That's right, they've been squashed down, flattened down, because the roof is made from concrete, old concrete. So what they've done is flattened out the old oil drums, put them in, and then poured the concrete on top.
On top?
Yep.
Blimey.
Forget about the lock bit. Now here's the original lock. There we are. It is made of metal. Originally the first ones were made of wood. This is the latch actually. This is the latch. There it goes. That goes into there and gets locked. Now if you pull that up, which you can't, rusted up unfortunately, that will open from inside. You can only open that from inside. Once you've locked it with the key, you can only open it from inside there, you see. Right, let's continue round, Pete. That was a marvellous one, wasn't it? I didn't expect to see arcade games. Ah, there's another one. This one's quite modern actually, modern door, not modern building by the way. Yeah, yep. Now that's made from old recycled planks. That one
actually
beautiful, isn't it?
Around.
So that is a beautiful surround. Now do you know why that's like that, Pete? Let me stand back. If you look on the other side, you can actually see it's done on the other building. It's curved on the other building there. Yeah, well
90 degrees.
Yeah, well because originally this was a road, you see, so your carts will come through here and you don't want a sharp edge. You'll end up bashing yourself on the side of the building. So what they've done, they've made it curved here, and this would have been a road coming through the village. Oh, I'm not sure what they're called. Halija, are they? Yeah. Now this is practiced now. They still do houses like this, guys. They put the little stones in it. They're wedges, what we call wedges. We would call them wedges, you see. You'll put them inside to fill up all the little gaps and to wedge the stone into position.
We would call them wedge, really.
Yeah, we'll call them wedges. Halija. So,
I may be wrong.
well, ask. So once the stone's laid, you'll put your wedges in. Oh, that one's come loose, see? Right, let's put that in, push it in, there you go. That's how it's made. Right, looks like Pete's found another house we can explore. Let me have a look at the doors. Now the doors are made from old planks of wood. These are not original doors, Pete. No, I'm afraid not. No. We have got original beams.
The beams are?
Yeah, the beams are original.
I don't know, maybe.
Yep, they're original beams, Pete, that's right. Now if you look up, can you see, now look up here, tree branches, can you see that?
Yeah.
There. On the other house, they've got old tin, haven't they?
Yeah.
But that house over there, what we've just seen, we could call it the arcade house. They would have made that roof afterwards.
Definitely.
After maybe 50 years or so, the roof might have collapsed and they put that. Now originally they would have put these little bits of twig up and then made the roof from there, you see.
And they covered that in soil, like clay, like they have done with the
exactly like mud. Right, exactly, right. Exactly like the fireplace. Beautiful fireplace. We can see the surround, and we can see the mud. There we are. Dried mud. Totally waterproof. It looks like this fireplace wasn't used very much. Now, can you see this beam, Pete? This one here. No, this one here, just here. Yeah, if you follow it through, just come through here. Yeah. Yep. Now it was meant to go somewhere else, and they've obviously done a little bit of a boo-boo. And you see, it's a little bit flat there. And can you see the little wedge there? Yeah. That should have been somewhere else, because that would have been a join.
It's been cut out, yeah.
It's been cut out, it's been flattened a little bit, and they've done a little bit of a boo-boo, and they've used it for a beam.
Maybe the roof caved in or something? Or...
No, that's just been used as a beam, as something else. Have you got any steps down there, Pete? Because I want to go down into that one there. It looks like we might have some original door furniture. Before we go down there, guys, here we are. We've got an very old oven, traditional oven. Lots of people say, oh, it's a Kleftico oven. Well, yeah, it is, guys, but they used to use these ovens quite a lot for baking bread. Each house did have its own oven. So, Pete, what would happen is they would take turn eaches to light their ovens, and then what they will take turn eaches, you see, and then the other residents or neighbours will come with their dough and they will bake their bread in their neighbour's oven, and they just take turn eaches to do it. Now let's step down.
A lot of people do think it's just for cooking meat.
No, that's right. Yeah, it's not just for Kleftico, guys. It was originally used to bake your bread. Of course, them days they didn't have bakeries. Right, this house is really exciting, Pete. We have got the original flagstone floor, made from all sorts of bits and pieces, and we've got the original fireplace. As you can see, this one's well used. We have got some original cubby holes, I call them. That's what we call them anyway. Yeah, and okay. These were built in, you see, they can't afford to buy furniture. No. So you build them into the house, very cheap. Miss out a few stones. Right. It is absolutely amazing. As I say, with the cubby holes, there they are. We put a little lintel, that's original lintel. This is an original shelf. There we are. Just put into the wall, there. We've got a little branch and then an old bit of wood. A little cubby hole. This is for ventilation. There we are, we've got lots of ventilation around. We can see the original roof made from twigs and branches, and then we've got the mud on top. We can see the mud from here. There we are. You can see that, yeah. Be careful, that beam's about to collapse, so I think we're okay for a minute. And of course, doorways. Now we see this quite a lot in all countries, including the UK. The height of the door is much shallower, isn't it? There we are.
This is a curtain, just for privacy.
Yeah, that was a curtain. Now this is another thing they used to do, Pete. See? Yeah. Stone shelf to put your plates on. Oh, yeah, that's okay. To put your plates on. There we are. Display your plates. Yeah. We have got another room here, and you see this quite often. We've got a second room. It won't be a kitchen.
It's cool in here.
It's lovely and cool in here. It could be for animals. Now we see this quite often. The main bedroom would be out there, and the second room would be for animals. Of course, the occupants used to keep their animals in their houses. Yeah, nice and safe, nice and cool.
Goats or something.
Yep. In fact, lots of people used to sleep with the animals. They'll have the straw on the floor and they sleep with the animals.
I think there's a saying, isn't there, like when it rains, cats and dogs, because all the cats and dogs or whatever used to go up to keep warm in like thatched buildings. So when it rained, the water did get through, and they all, when it rains, cats and dogs, they all come down.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe that's a...
Can you see how narrow those streets were? Now let me show you something else, Pete, just here. Can you see we've got some terracotta bits in there? There's one there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one there. Yep.
Okay.
There's
How would you know if this was like the mayor's house?
Well, we'll go around the front and we might get some clues. Now these terracotta bits were old storage jars. The big storage jars smashed up.
Oh, right, I see.
Yeah, there's loads. See, there's some here. There we are. There we are. See?
It makes a nice look.
So once the storage jars were cracked, weren't any good. Of course, they used to keep olive oil, all sorts of things in their storage jars. They'd smash them up. Now let's go to the front, Pete, because you want to have a bit of a clue of why we think this was the Muqdari's house, or should we say the mayor's house. Well, let's go and have a look, see if we can pick up some clues. Looks very, very plain. Looks very doubtful, Pete, because there's no windows. They might have been blocked in, or not sure, Pete, not sure. I'm going to doubt you here. Are you sure it was the Muqdari's house?
What the film crew said. It was on the corner.
Right, well, let's go and have a look anyway. We've got the original lintel. Door's gone. It's go inside. Yeah, roof's about to collapse.
Different triangle there.
Yeah, that's I'm looking doubtful, I'm afraid.
Okay.
No, it's just a normal house, I'm afraid. There's nothing to indicate that the mayor would have been living here. We have got lots of cubby holes and ventilation holes indicating that they weren't particularly a rich family, because otherwise they would have furniture, you see. Going on to the second room where they might have kept animals. No, Pete.
Nothing.
That might have been, Pete, something to do with a government building, because it's got no windows, you see. So you might have been confused there. That might not been the McDurry's house.
Right.
That might have been some sort of office building, in fact the town hall or something like that.
The main office.
Yeah. Beautiful old olive trees. The one at the far end, guys, has got to be 500 years old.
Yeah, there's a big one right behind the church.
Last but not least, guys, one of the oldest olive trees here in the abandoned village, and this one's got to be 700-800 years old, I would imagine, and normally they're hollow in the middle if they're that old. Yep, there we are, hollow in the middle.
From the inside can grow out.
There we are.
Wow, look at that.
Amazing. What an amazing abandoned village. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if there's somewhere you'd like me to go, put it in the comments below.